Hope you guys are excited. This is part of the staff for My Little Pony. The gentleman here, we'll start actually. The one in the middle is Michelle Creever. She's the voice of Apple Bloom. Now we'll go to that one over there. Monique Creever, she actually does a lot of the music for My Little Pony. She did the Smile song. She sang in the Smile song. She instructed the choir for at the gala. She does lots of music here in the background. This gentleman here is Black Griffin. He's noted for his work in video Probably a Brony. He's also actually part of the show now and has done. He was one of the background singers for the season 5 song. Welcome, what was it? It was.
I don't know what it's called.
The creepy one. the creepy song.
Communism.
And he also sang
Propaganda
the
song.
lead vocals on the latest.
Oh, that Venus song.
Yeah. So you sang lead vocals for. What was it? What did you do?
A true.
Yeah.
There we go. A true winter wrap-up, or it's like called the True Friend Winter Wrap-Up mashup. I like that it's a really long name and it's hard to say and write.
True Friend Winter.
Yeah, winter rash mash. A winter rash.
Sounds like that one. And then some other stuff that hasn't happened yet.
Secret stuff. So, this panel was basically a basic quite a Q&A panel, but to get it going, we have some general stuff. So, what have you guys all done for My Little Pony other than what I've said? Anything? Stuff and things.
Okay. Well, okay. Be wary that doesn't continue.
Hang on. I need to be wary that doesn't continue.
Okay. So, besides from speaking as a voice of Apple Bloom, I also sing voice of Apple Bloom and as Sweetie Belle on a lot of the songs. And oftentimes they'll once the session starts, they'll be like, "Oh, can you voice like Wonderbolt number 3?" And I'll be like, "Okay." And you just kind of have to
So you're like,
voice.
now.
Oh my gosh. I was not prepared for that at all. And yeah, so that's what happens a lot. That's basically it.
Basic, as in my brother is basic. No one got it, or was this a really bad joke and everyone's like,
When you mention it, it's like, and we're like, oh.
this is a bad joke. That guy back there is going, yeah, that was a bad joke. I get it. You'll be my affirmation for when I do something stupid. So just always nod. But yeah, and then I did.
I was going to say some of the stuff you did. Actually.
Okay, that way I don't have to.
No, you can. In case you can't tell, we're all quite jet lagged, but we did a long journey.
Such locomotion.
Yes, and then we arrived yesterday.
Very trained.
But a lot of people don't realize that Black Griffin is multi-talented. So, for example, he did the animations, the Pinkalicious, the what was the most popular one? The first one, Twilightlicious. Yeah, and a lot of he's also an artist. So a lot of his drawings. We've been to a lot of conventions where we see people with his artwork tattooed on their bodies. And some of his drawings, like the Pinky Portal thing, a lot of people don't realize that's his. And that's on a lot of T-shirts. That's even been licensed by Hasbro. So he's done a lot of visual art in addition to all his music and voiceover stuff. And then Beat It. That was the first. That was the first collaboration that they did, and that we're releasing that on an album this evening. So. But you had more to say, right? Dave? I was just filling in for you.
Yeah, so most of the stuff I've done that's MLP, okay. Is like musical stuff, because there are certain things like voiceover I couldn't do until I was a resident of Canada. And I just got my residency like a couple weeks ago. I was like, yay! And then I left to England. But I've mostly done musical work on My Little Pony, and I've done quite a bit on Littlest Pet Shop. I think that's finally out now, but I don't remember what they were, so I've never actually looked them up.
I'm sorry, I just started laughing because the words microphone cable are printed all along the way.
The microphone.
I wonder what this is. Microphone cable, microphone cable, microphone cable.
But what's it for? You have to be able to read between the lines. There's nothing there.
I've never seen that before.
That's really fantastic. We're all talking about I'm putting this host one. Microphone cable. The end? Okay, bye.
Okay.
So, other than My Little Pony, what other shows have you guys done? You said My Little Pet Shop, and I know Michelle. My Littlest Pet Shop.
Littlest Pony. I used to wonder what that show was about, and I still do because I haven't watched it yet.
So, what other stuff have you guys done?
I did the Pac-Man vocals, the vocals for Pac-Man. Pac-Man's back. Goes jumping in his
Well, and that was by William Anderson, right?
William Anderson. He did twice. And have I done other things? Yeah, Super Noobs and some stuff. The thing is, a lot of times they don't know because we'll go in to record something and it'll take an hour, and then they'll go home and eat a carrot cake and forget about it. That's actually a tradition. I eat an entire carrot cake after I'm done recording. It's very filling. Oh, the carrot cake? Carroty. But like, it burns away the guilt because it's like carrots are healthy and good for your vision. I have great vision. I eat a lot of carrot cake. Okay, your turn.
Alright. Good. I don't know. I mean, I've been voice acting since I was 7, 8. I've done a lot of different things like Martha Speaks and Dinosaur Train and Lucy and Charlie Brown and Wendy and Peter Pan and stuff like that. And then in terms of film and TV, the biggest thing I just did recently was I was a series regular. Oh, weird. I did a CBC series. It was called Strange Empire, and that was really fun. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you also did, Michelle also
You
did.
hand the phone to your mom. But
The
she's
phone? It's a
Microphone.
You need to have a label on this
Well,
that
you
says
hand-
microphone.
You
It's
hand
not-
the mic to her, and she's subconsciously ready to talk about us and to market us.
It's a cable, but attached to what?
Like,
Well, you okay. Well, I was
I
just
can't
going to
read.
say that you didn't mention Supernatural and Eureka and some other great shows you've done. Let's see, what else have
Game of
I done?
Star Trek.
I got dinosaur.
A lot of what I've done is singing as well on soundtracks of shows. I've done besides the MOP work. I have no idea because they're distracting me.
I said she was on Game of Thrones. She's like, yes, I was Dinosaur 51. It's like, out of the 0 dinosaurs on Game of Thrones. Dragon. There's only 3 dragons.
I know.
No, you didn't know
I didn't
that.
know that, but I see it.
The most challenging work I have right now is managing these two.
Also.
Oh, yes. It's hard to live with yourself. Yeah. I enjoy it.
I got distracted and forgot my next question. Let's take one from the audience. Does anyone out there have a question for these people? You. Tell me, what are you first?
This might seem a bit urban, but when you stick cake up, what are your favourite desserts?
I love that question.
Mine used to be chocolate, and then you know what happened? Anything chocolate I love. I became allergic to chocolate. Isn't that weird? I know, please, the violins, like half of them, chorus of them. So I can't eat chocolate anymore, I get hives everywhere.
If
That's
there's any
what I-
indication, the Lord does not like
No, I don't
you.
get high, I get hives.
I'm allergic to chocolate, it makes me high. It's still my favorite dessert for that reason.
Anything with caramel now. If I can't have chocolate, it's caramel.
Yeah, next caramel's gonna make something happen.
I don't know. I really like cookies, homemade de la cookies, and I really like apple crisp too. And you like apple crisp as well. It's not.
Anything with
Apples, apples,
Next one.
yes, I should.
apples, apples, apples.
Kind of Sweetie Belle in there a little bit. I really like. Yeah, I love apple stuff. Apple things, and I do like carrot cake. I really actually do. And I like zucchini bread.
He
I like.
doesn't actually eat a whole carrot cake after each session.
Right, I eat half a carrot cake. Then I take a long nap and then I eat the other. But no, yeah, zucchini bread. And the thing is, the second I'm asked the question, what's your favorite dessert? I could be like dreaming of it and see it floating around in my head, and then when the question goes, the dream goes, and I forget. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I've never had any candy before. I'll remember in a few minutes when someone asks me another question.
All right. Any other questions? Wait, who said
I
that?
said that.
All right, you.
When you had your wisdom teeth removed, was that like, were you gassed or something, or was it just random stuff? Was it the gas that made
It was an out-of-body experience. Part of my body actually came out, but
I know that he's thinking right now that he's very proud of himself, that people would just think that that's him being random.
yes, you
No
see,
extra help.
first they gave me pills here, random pills. Some people left for dead. And then there's a really funny remix, but it's like, okay, I won't go there. But yeah, so they gave me pills, and that was supposed to sedate me. And then they gave me gas. What I did, basically, since I was paying for this out of pocket, I was like, you guys, I want the video. I want to be loopy. I don't want to go under. I want you to give me the stuff that makes me go crazy. Yeah, I won't be tripped out, because I can't do it legally otherwise. And so he's like, okay, this will make you loopy. The gas will make you even loopier. I'm like, let's do it. Both of them.
Go for it.
Yeah, and I don't remember any of it at all.
But you know what's really funny is
2 hours.
Michelle and I were there, and I don't know if you haven't seen this, you got to check it out. It's hilarious. But when I came back in the room, if you have seen it, you'll notice that he goes into this interview. And I actually thought he was aware of what he was saying, and that he was just messing with me. And so he started asking all these really bizarre questions, and Michelle was recording it, and then after that we left, and we were driving, and we dropped Michelle off at dance, and I realized he was kind of out of it in the car. First of all, he dumped his milkshake all over the back seat.
I gave it to him
Yeah,
more
that's a
than
little
5
strange.
seconds and he just dropped it. I was like, yay! And he was like, oh
I
said, winter is coming or something
no. No,
like that.
after
When it's spilled on my lap.
later, when
Winter
I started-
approaches.
When I started filming, he was like, winter approaches.
So I get out of the car.
The first thing he did was, oh no.
So we drop her off, and I get out of the car to clean up the strawberry milkshake all over the back seat. And I turn around, I lean in to wipe some up, and I turn around, and he's gone. He's gone. I'm like, oh my gosh! And there's a really busy street there, and I like, where did he go? And
I think he was trying to find the door.
I think he was
He
trying
wanted
to
to
go
come
back
say
in.
hi to
Yeah,
me.
he was trying to find Michelle.
He's like, I want to go see Michelle and her friends.
And I said no.
I would have liked that. That would have been funny.
But anyway, I found him behind a van, and
They had free candy. Carrot cake.
and he's walking around like this with his cell phone. And we found out after he'd actually been tweeting and
No, he'd been filming himself.
he filmed a Snapchat or a Vine or something, and he posted it, and he doesn't remember anything. So then he phoned his mom while we were driving and had her on speakerphone. And you guys were discussing that cars couldn't fly other than
She said that she was gonna they were gonna fly to, I asked if they were gonna drive to Maryland. She said that they were gonna fly to Maryland and then get a car. And I said, Mom, cars can't fly.
He did. But- Anyway, about an hour later, he fell asleep, and about 4 hours later, he woke up, and he didn't remember any of that stuff. So it was really freaky.
Last thing I
actually.
remember is the waiting room,
So-
taking the pills.
Yeah, the waiting room. So if you have a chance to watch it, it's hilarious. He wasn't messing with us. He was actually out of it, and it's kind of scary actually, the stuff he came up with, especially the KGB part. But
I didn't come up with a lot of it.
All right. You, up there.
Have you guys seen the Doc Mob series, and what did you think of it if you have?
I have not shown her the dot com. It's nothing. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
We've watched all the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty
Or
good.
too many cooks, too many cooks.
Too many cooks, too many cooks. Oh yeah, we watched Too Many Cooks many times.
Who's seen that? Anyone?
Yay! Okay, you guys all have to watch Too Many Cooks now. It's
I
horrible.
don't like it.
She doesn't like it. Even better reason to watch
You
it.
just have to appreciate it. It's just so strange.
It is halfway through
That's the
you wonder if you're dreaming.
She's just sitting for like a minute. It's so strange.
Yeah, no one else knows what we're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
The question was .mov, and we're like, Too Many Cooks. But I have, and what did I think of them? I thought they were clever. I thought they were horrible. I thought they were them. They exist. They for sure do.
All right, next question. You.
What's your favourite character? Each of you.
Khaleesi. Specifically on My Little Pony. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I really like Pinkie Pie just because you guys should see Andrea in session. She's always extraordinarily prepared and just blurts out these massive paragraphs that take up like half of each page and just flawless. And it's like, she's very clever, and she also adds things. Tabitha does that a lot too. She also adds little things in the script that they keep in. That's the great thing about a pre-production instead of post-animation, because you have the freedom to not follow the rules of what your character's mouth is already saying. Does that make sense? Probably, unless you understand what.
So about prelay is when you record the lines first, and then they animate to your voice.
Yeah, or
And
then post
dubbing
when
is-
animation already exists, and you
Yeah.
just have to.
You have to match it.
Picky and like, no, you exactly like this, and it's not as fun. But it's
One of my favorite characters to actually see somebody voice is when Tabitha's voicing Granny. I love the way her face goes when she does. But of course, I like Apple Bloom. I always like to say that because it embarrasses her. But the other, and one of the things I really loved watching was the session when she was 10. She sang "Hush Now, Quiet Now," the Sweetie Belle song, and just seeing her, if you remember that song, it's like a ripping gospel thing, and it was cool to actually watch her record that when she was so little, and then we had no idea the show would be so popular back then. But what?
I said they got me a robe and a candle and everything.
Anyway, those are some of my favorites.
All right, next question.
But they didn't answer yet.
Oh, sorry. You said I didn't know.
I didn't say that. I said Khaleesi. Oh, you're right. I did answer. Never mind. I said something stupid. I think I'm a Rainbow Dash guy personally. I know she's cocky and all that, but she's cool, so I like her.
All right. You.
I like trains.
Good to know. Next question. You.
I was just wondering how much input do you have yourself for sort of your own characters, and if you do, sort of where do you see Applebloom going?
Well, we don't have the liberty to write any of the scripts. What I mean, like we change certain things, I mean like just adding a tiny little phrase or changing a word at most. But we have the liberty to change how our character's emotion is portrayed. I guess we can choose to interpret it as more of an angry sentence or an upset sentence, like that kind of thing. That's as far as we can take it, really, because good writers make it obvious how you should recite the line, you know. And that's the thing. The writers on My Little Pony are really good, and they've already come up with such a dynamic script that you really don't have to do much with it to make it interesting. And so we don't really have any choice of where the characters are going. But if I could say where Apple was going, I don't know. Because I already know, and I can't say. So if I start explaining, I'm worried that I'm actually going to say what it is, and so I'm just going to shut up now before I
But
say it.
one thing that I have thought that I think I see is that yeah, you will interpret your character's lines in a certain way. You'll give emotion and stuff like that. And then the writers will watch the show and they'll see how it was interpreted, and that will inspire them to write more like the character you portray. And it's actually a give and
It's a
take.
cycle.
I think it builds. Like, I think Tabitha's had massive influence on Rarity. I think that she kind of became that character, or you know what I mean, because it's a lot. She made it very much like herself. And so the writers now do that. The writers give it that slight Tabitha twist.
Yeah, the character of Rarity was not like that when it started.
Yeah, she was quite shallow, and she's made her quite a deep character, I think. Rarity, Tabitha has.
All right. You.
What is it you find the most fun about like what each of you does?
Oh, I
After
don't
when
know.
it's done.
What we do a lot of different things. So what do you mean? Just like life in general?
I was thinking more like,
Oh, work. Okay.
Sorry, what
What do
did
you
you
mean
say?
now?
I was thinking more like what you do for the show, like what's
Okay, what do we do for MLB? Okay. Probably just coming to conventions and getting to meet all you guys. That's a blast. And I've been doing it for a long time now, and I'm still loving it. I'm not tired of it at all, and I don't think I ever will. So yeah, I think this is my probably something like 24th convention. So yeah, I really.
Oh my gosh, like so unbelievable.
Wow, convention.
If I just put my tongue on this.
But yes, I completely agree with that. Like, recording and stuff is fun, but it's, you know, it's
It's more fun when you have a reward and you have people that support
yeah.
it.
So
and
when I
it's so
say
awesome.
when I say afterward, like, it's fun to record and to hear the product when it's, because you don't hear it when you record. You don't even really remember. Like I said, after the carrot cake, you don't remember anything. And then later, like a year down the line when it's done, you get to actually hear it, and then you get to read what people say about it, and then you get to come to conventions and have people talk to you about it. That's my favorite part of any of the stuff that I do, not just on the show, but any of the work that I do. I'm always looking for, it's a means to the end, which is getting it out there and then hearing feedback on it and stuff like that. That is the best. It feels the best. So coming to conventions, I think, is my favorite part of everything. That's why a lot of voiceover artists who aren't on My Little Pony and who don't get conventions for their shows are super jealous of the VAs on My Little Pony.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, yeah.
Next question. You.
If Apple Blue was to have her own Twitter My theme song, like the Ghostbusters, how would it go?
No, Daniel.
Tweet it.
I recognize your hat from Twitter.
Oh.
And the Apple Balloon
Yeah.
question.
Twitter mic, eating apples all day.
We'll come back to that one. As a,
What's
It's
the
the kind of
name?
thing that we can't do when we're tired.
Yeah, if we were tired, we'd be all over the place.
instrumental we go.
we'll come back to that when they have some sleep. Next question. You.
What do you think of the CMC's dynamic with Silver Spoon and Diamond Tiara?
I say they be sassy. And they be rude. And I say, no, okay, because we got a real friendship going on, and you two be blowing about what you wearing on your head, what you wearing on your wrist. So, girl, you just go back to where you didn't come from.
Next question. Yes, you.
Of the Brownies rep that you've complete, of the Brownies rep that you've done, how long did they take? What was your favourite part, and would you do another one again?
I
Her?
definitely do another one again.
No, you won't. That's up to me.
You've done two now.
I'm kidding.
I've done two, yeah.
She's done 2 now, but one of them.
And actually, that's funny. That's coincidental because I was just doing the same voice that we did.
Lakeisha Abigail Saffron.
Oh, girl. Alufa Williamson.
A lot of people didn't know that was awesome.
Yeah, they did. No, I would definitely do another one. I said that. I would definitely do another one. What about you? You would, of course.
Wait out there, then. Terrified.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? You know how, like, in the show, it makes it clear that school looks special talent is the school, or sweet special talent is singing, and recently Apple Bloom's meant to be potion making. But why can't the CMC recognise this for themselves?
I don't really know. There, a lot of levels, they're all there, and then sometimes I feel like, dude, it's right in front of you. Like, don't you see? I know, exactly. It does have to realize. No, I'm not. It's smart that they do that because it shows that they're naive, and that's why they're like fools. Because it's like, oh, it's so sweet. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Like, there's one episode where they all did different things than what they should have been doing, and everyone else noticed, and they were the only ones that didn't. And it's like, Scooter should have been done good at the dancing, and then Alpha should have done the building, the sets for the play, and she ended up doing the dancing, wasn't it?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, the dancing, yeah. And so that was another thing that she was really good at. So I thought it was kind of crafty in a way, and potion making draws into that somehow. So yeah.
She's good with it. Physical.
Yeah.
She's an earth.
Exactly.
And of course, they can't resolve it too soon because
No, for sure.
that quest is a big
Yeah.
part of what the characters are about.
Once they resolve it, they get booted from the show.
Gotta draw it out.
They're aware. They're like, let's just pretend we don't know what our special talents are, and maybe we'll get a longer show.
All right. Yes. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hey, you.
As you do the voice of Apple Bloom and sing voice, and also sing voice of Sweetville, their voices come naturally to you, or over the season, does it start becoming strained?
Well, I mean, Maddie and Claire and I started the show when we were 10 and 9-ish. And
Maddie was a bit older.
Oh, Maddie's always been a bit older.
Oh.
She started younger than us, and then she aged faster.
Sorry,
Oh, really? Oh, we're ready to jump out here.
Tandem.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Okay. Well, over the years, it becomes a little bit more difficult because obviously my voice is a lot lower than it used to be. I mean, I was probably talking about up here. This is probably where I was in my vocal range, and now I'm just like, this is, of course. But now my voice is now I'm all about that bass.
No apples. Did you say that?
Yeah, no, but that's the thing is that it would be unrealistic for them to not grow up. I mean, even in their lives, they are going like defining their true talent, maturing and everything. So it's been fine that our voices have gotten a little lower. But that's one of the things. I mean, it's always come natural, but now I kind of when I do her voice, like you explain what I do because you've noticed it.
Oh, your Apple Blue voice?
Yeah.
Well, she'll you could just do it. But she'll like stand up on her tiptoes, and she'll look down to the right, and she'll point her chin down. She'll go, what? Really high line? Yeah, it used to just be easy for her to do it like this, not just. The sound comes out, but it's a different look.
I like
No, I just gotta draw attention to the fact that you said all about that bass, no apples. But you said it really quietly. Because you're like, yeah, that was.
Another question? Yes, you.
Black Griffin. You you do you've mentioned like I think you made this a joke on Brony's Rack that you said about you're obviously dating Twilight. I'm just gonna say, do you think anyone else has taken advantage of that, like either be an animation or something? Do you think?
Oh, well, it's you and Flash Century that's been shipped. Serious, it's an actual thing. When we were,
It became a
Flash
huge.
is still stealing people's waifus.
I know. Crazy, man. He's a user. But no, yeah. So yeah, the whole Twilight thing. Like the whole reason I did that in the first Bronies React with the skydiving and the climbing Mount Fuji. The Bronies React, the character I guess that I play, is meant to kind of stereotype and poke fun at ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of people just getting so mad about Flash Sentry, so I wanted to personify that. Me and Saberspark, me and Steven kind of have the same sense of humor, that, you know, make fun of yourself type thing.
Yeah.
So that was why I did that. And everyone, it really took off. People, you know, started, a lot of people started shipping us. There's so much fan art. I got fan art yesterday of our cult. but yeah, that's right. But wow, I just blanked. What were we talking about? Oh yeah. But at MLP MSP, someone somehow, I think it was AC Race Fest
in the
who first
middle
made
of
the
the
joke.
concert.
Shipped me and Flash Sentry. Said, oh, the reason that you're doing that you're so jealous of Twilight is because you're jealous of Flash Sentry or something like that. And there was circulated prints of Flash Sentry Black Griffin
In
art
1 minute.
the next day. I signed like 50 of them.
In the middle of that, the people were drawing. Oh, prints, yeah, but people were
Drawing
things
during
in
the
a
panel
minute.
and holding them up. But no, there was actually prints, like
Yeah,
professional
no, I
prints
know, I know.
circulating the con.
Yeah.
The next day, so, and then Vincent Tong saw one of them, the voice of Flash Sentry, was like, oh, how did they find out, Gabe? How did they find out? So, it's not helping anything. But yeah, I don't know, there might be I don't know. We'll see what the writers do if they're crazy enough.
Yes, you.
You seem to get up some fun stuff on your videos. What's your favourite thing to do in your downtime?
Oh,
Slave band stuff
so
we do on our
many
videos.
things. So many things.
Slave banders.
Oh, we've needed to make a sequel so desperately and just have never had the time to do it because it's really hard to up shooting a whole bunch of guns at stuffed pandas. And you know, if you want the sequel to be successful, you gotta do more.